right, what's up everybody? Winston here with Move Up, and first off, just want to tell you, we're so appreciative for your loyalty and subscribing, liking our videos, listening. It means a lot. Our mission is literally just to provide an immense amount of value so that maybe one day in the future we can partner together and do some really cool stuff. So, video for this week is talking about how to leverage monthly planning. So one of the things I've been working on my team with that I think you can apply in any business, doesn't matter who's watching this, but I know that we have a strong moving and storage company following and viewership. So any type of business though can use this stuff. So in some of the stuff I'm gonna talk about, I've learned from other people. Generally all ideas, they came from somewhere else, right? I didn't go, whoever said it in the first place, it came from another person. I'll tell you a great person to go check out and where I've been learning some of this stuff is Taylor Welch. Him and another gentleman run a company called Traffic and Funnels. Really great guys. I like their philosophy on business. They have a really strong business, so check those guys out. But one of the things I've picked up from Taylor is how he looks at productivity. And so leveraging monthly planning. So what we're gonna jump into is how I believe you can most effectively look at your month to be prepared to then win in the week and in the day. So the way that it breaks down is having some sections, having some planning to your month. So there should be some type of projects or initiatives that are to be completed. They're not really a to-do list because that could be, I need to do this. It's to be completed, to be seen all the way through. And they're not goals, they're not targets, it's projects or initiatives. It may not be you going from 0 to 100% on a project. By the way, it could just be you getting a quarter of the way through, 50% of the way through, etc. You have to be completed, and then from there you have radar. Radar is essentially all the other stuff that pops up in your brain throughout the month that are like, oh, I should do this, or this is an idea. And what it does is it floods your brain, and you have all these stimuli coming in. And a lot of times for me, it distracts me from the to be completed stuff, the stuff that I set out to do. So the radar allows you to have a space on your planner that you can get this stuff down on paper, write it down, get the thoughts out, and then move on without letting it distract and pull you from what your main initiatives are. The next thing from there is study. So one of the things that Taylor and I both see very similarly on is you should always be studying and becoming a student of your craft, a student of your craft. And so whether that's reading books, listening to audios, watching YouTube videos, or what have you, courses, going to in-person events, whatever it may be, you need to be studying. And so for the month, I have found this to be very effective, is actually planning out the things that I want to study. So writing down some of those books, writing down, maybe it might just be a YouTube channel. Like, hey, I want to go watch so-and-so's YouTube channel and see what they're all about and learn some stuff. Or it might be, I want to get into this podcast. You could go as detailed as you want. It could be going to a conference, right? But there's certain things that you may put on there. And the fourth part is your targets. So your targets are your goals, right? A target is valuable, right? I think a lot of people do this one, writing like a monthly goal. But I think we have to be a little more intentional about our targets. So the intentionality is so valuable because we need to be specific. We need to make sure that it's measurable. We need to make sure that it's attainable. If you're a business doing, let's just say $83,000 a month, which is run rate of about $1 million a year, right? It might be a little unattainable to write down that you're trying to do $500,000 this next following month. Your operational capacity might not be able to yield from that sales and marketing. So I think understanding what's attainable, and then from there, we need to have some type of timetable. So that's why setting a monthly goal is valuable because it's 30 days. You have something to do in 30 days. Personally, I write stuff for all areas of life. My health, faith, business, relationships, whatever, what have you. Putting these down, and then what you're gonna end up doing is you're gonna be writing these down every single day. And so you're taking that old school principle of writing your targets down every day, visualizing, seeing it every day, but then putting all this stuff in a planner or a notebook so that way you're systematizing your productivity. This is going to help elevate your production level, and it's also going to make you feel better about what you're doing, because the worst thing is when I've got this laundry list of 29 things and it seems like I have 20 some things to do for the month, and when I have that many, it feels like I just don't get a whole lot done. You're far better to just have about 4 or 5 or 6 things that you're trying to do in the month, and it may only even be 3 or 4. This monthly session, when you sit down to do this in this planning, that's really what we're talking about, the planning. This could be 1 to 2 hours, okay? It takes some time. You want to make sure you've got some quiet space, right? Really focus and think about it. Yeah, I believe that what it'll allow you to do is that it's going to now make you move faster into the things that you were already going to do these things before, but it just might have taken you more months and more weeks ahead to be able to do that. So, and then from there, the next level of this is teaching this to your team. So teaching this to your management staff, your leadership staff, your salespeople, because ultimately, I don't want to be the smartest guy in the room. I don't want to be the number one performer. I want all the first round draft picks on my team to be that. So what I'm doing is I'm teaching my people these processes, this productivity system, so that way they can go be the stars of the team, right? I'm just kind of the director. I'm directing the orchestra, so to speak. So I hope that helps. Hope it's something valuable there. Again, all about your leveraging your monthly plans. And so I think that if you implement this in your business, you're going to see massive return. Don't forget, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.